Hey there, fellow travelers. Today we're heading to a land of misty lochs, ancient castles, and incredibly warm people, Scotland. If you've ever dreamt of a place where history feels alive on every cobblestone street and where nature's drama unfolds around every corner, you've come to the right place. Scotland is more than just kilts and bagpipes. It's a modern, vibrant country with a spirit all its own. It's a part of the United Kingdom, but it marches to the beat of its own drum with a unique identity that is both fiercely proud and wonderfully welcoming. This guide is your first step to understanding what it's really like to live in this amazing corner of Europe. Geographically, Scotland makes up the northern third of the island of Great Britain. It shares a border with England to the south and is otherwise surrounded by the wild beauty of the Atlantic Ocean. The landscape here is stunningly diverse, from the rolling hills of the lowlands to the rugged, breathtaking mountains of the Highlands. Its capital is the historic city of Edinburgh, famous for its majestic castle perched atop a volcanic rock and its world-renowned arts festival. While part of the UK, Scotland has its own parliament and government, giving it the power to make its own laws on many important matters like education and health. This is called devolution, and it's a key part of what makes Scotland distinct. When you first arrive, you'll notice that Scotland feels like its own country because, in many ways, it is. It has its own legal system, its own national flag, the saltire, and a deep sense of national pride that you can feel everywhere you go. The country is divided into mainland Scotland and over 900 offshore islands, including the beautiful archipelagos of Shetland, Orkney, and the Hebrides. Each region has its own character and charm, offering endless opportunities for exploration. Whether you're wandering through the medieval streets of Edinburgh or hiking in the vast, empty landscapes of the Highlands, you're experiencing a place with a soul that is both ancient and thoroughly modern. So let's get you acquainted with this fantastic destination. Think of this as your friendly chat over a cup of tea, where we'll cover everything you need to know to feel right at home. We'll talk about what makes the country tick, from its economy to its schools, and what you can expect from daily life. We'll explore the rich culture, the delicious food and drink, and help you decide if this enchanting land is the right fit for your next big adventure. Scotland has a way of capturing your heart, and my goal is to give you a real, honest look at why so many people fall in love with it. Let's talk about the engine that runs Scotland, its economy. For centuries, Scotland has been a hub of innovation and industry. Today, it has a strong, diverse economy with several key sectors. One of the biggest is financial services, with cities like Edinburgh and Glasgow being major centers for banking and insurance in Europe. Then there's the famous Scotch whisky industry, which is a massive export and a huge part of the national identity. But Scotland is also looking to the future with a booming technology sector and a world-leading focus on renewable energy, especially wind and tidal power. This forward-thinking approach makes it an exciting place to be. Now, what about the language? The main language spoken everywhere is English, so you'll have no trouble communicating, but Scotland also has its own historic languages that add to its unique cultural fabric. Scots is a Germanic language closely related to English, and you'll hear its beautiful lyrical words and phrases used in everyday conversation, especially outside the big cities. Then there is Scottish Gaelic, a Celtic language spoken by a small number of people, primarily in the Highlands and Islands. The government is working hard to preserve these languages, so you'll see them on road signs and in schools, a proud reminder of Scotland's deep linguistic roots. If you're thinking about working here, the job market is quite healthy, especially in certain fields. There's a high demand for professionals in the tech industry, including software developers and data scientists. The healthcare sector is always looking for qualified doctors, nurses, and other medical staff to work in the National Health Service, NHS. Engineering, particularly in the renewable energy sector, is another area with great opportunities. And of course, tourism and hospitality are vital industries that employ many people, offering jobs in hotels, restaurants, and attractions all across the country. It's a good idea to research your specific field, but there are definitely jobs to be found. For those interested in studying, Scotland has one of the best education systems in the world, with a tradition of excellence that goes back centuries. The university system is particularly renowned. Institutions like the University of Edinburgh, the University of Glasgow, and the University of St. Andrews are consistently ranked among the best globally. They attract students and researchers from all over, creating a vibrant international academic community. The Scottish approach to education emphasizes critical thinking and breadth of study, offering a fantastic foundation for any career. Whether you are pursuing a degree or just curious, the intellectual energy here is palpable and inspiring. So what does it cost to live in this historic land? Well, it's generally more affordable than living in London or many other parts of the UK. Your biggest expense will likely be rent. In major cities like Edinburgh and Glasgow, a one-bedroom apartment in the city centre might cost you around £800 to £1,200 per month. If you move to a smaller town or a suburb, you can find much lower prices. Utilities like electricity, heating, and internet will typically add another £150 to £200 to your monthly budget. Overall, while it's not the cheapest place in Europe, you can manage a comfortable lifestyle without breaking the bank. Getting around is quite easy thanks to a solid public transportation network. The cities have excellent bus systems, and Glasgow even has its own subway. For traveling between cities, the ScotRail train service connects most of the country, offering scenic journeys through stunning landscapes. Many people, especially in urban areas, find they don't need a car at all. A monthly transport pass in a city like Glasgow or Edinburgh will cost around £60 to £80. For groceries, you can expect to spend about £200 to £300 per month per person, with plenty of options from budget supermarkets like Lidl and Aldi to higher-end stores like Waitrose. Daily life in Scotland strikes a wonderful balance between work and leisure. The Scots are known for being friendly and sociable with a great sense of humor. The pace of life can feel a bit more relaxed compared to other major European capitals. After work, people often head to the local pub for a pint and a chat with friends. The pub is a real cornerstone of social life here. On weekends, there's an incredible amount to do. You can explore a historic castle, go for a hike in a national park, visit a world-class museum, many of which are free, or catch a live music show. Leisure activities are deeply connected to Scotland's amazing natural and cultural heritage. If you love the outdoors, this place is a paradise. Hiking, or hill walking as it's called here, is a national pastime with countless trails for all skill levels. You can go kayaking on a tranquil loch, try to spot the Loch Ness Monster, or take a ferry to one of the beautiful islands. For city dwellers, there are endless cafes, theaters, art galleries, and festivals to enjoy. Life here is about appreciating the simple things: a walk in the park, a good conversation, and the stunning scenery that is always just a short trip away. Scotland's culture is rich, powerful, and alive. Music is the heartbeat of the nation, from the haunting sound of the bagpipes to the lively fiddles played at a traditional music session known as a tílad. These are social gatherings with folk music and dancing, and they are incredibly fun and welcoming to newcomers. But it's not all traditional. Scotland has a thriving contemporary music scene, producing famous bands like Bell and Sebastian and C.H. Varches. Festivals are also a huge part of the culture. The Edinburgh Festival Fringe in August is the largest arts festival in the world, turning the entire city into a massive stage for theater, comedy, and music. Now let's talk about food and drink, because Scotland has some real treats for you. The national dish is haggis, a savory pudding made with sheep's pluck, oats, and spices. I know it sounds unusual, but trust me, it's delicious, especially when served with neeps and tatties. That's turnips and potatoes. You'll also find amazing seafood like fresh salmon and langoustines, and hearty dishes like Scotch pie and Cullen skink, which is a creamy smoked haddock soup. And of course, there's Scotch whiskey. Visiting a distillery to learn how this world-famous spirit is made is a quintessential Scottish experience. It's a journey into the heart of the land itself. Like any place, living in Scotland has its pros and cons. The biggest advantage is the incredible quality of life. You have access to stunning nature, vibrant cities, free healthcare, and excellent education. The people are genuinely friendly, and there's a strong sense of community. On the other hand, the biggest challenge for many is the weather. It can be gray, wet, and unpredictable, even in the summer. The days are also very short in the winter, which can be tough for some people. But as the Scots say, there's no such thing as bad weather, only the wrong clothes. A good waterproof jacket is a must-have. So who would love living in Scotland? I think it's a perfect fit for people who appreciate history, love the outdoors, and value a strong sense of community. If you're an artist, a writer, a student, or a tech professional, you'll find a welcoming environment here. It's for those who don't mind a bit of rain and who find beauty in a dramatic windswept landscape. If you're looking for a place that feels both ancient and modern, a country with a huge heart and a creative soul, then Scotland might just be calling your name. It's a place to explore, to learn, and to truly feel at home. If you have more questions, just ask. That's what friendly travelers do.